All right, Crystal said, "Will my sister quit trying to steal from my mom? What going to do? Will she lose guardianship of her?" Because honestly, Crystal, that's more important, right? Because if she loses guardianship, she won't have access to be able to steal from her. So I like this deck. I haven't used this deck for a while. I do think that she loses guardianship because of the money that can already... Somebody has receipts, Crystal. Someone has the receipts that this is going on, and you need to be the one to collect them, or someone needs to be the one to collect them. It might not be you because there's a reason it might not be you. I wonder if you can come up.
I can hear you, yes.
There you are. Okay. I do get a yes. And I do get that this is regarding the guardianship, and I do get there's receipts about what she's been doing. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. My brother has guardianship also.
Say that again?
My brother has guardianship also.
Ah. Is he the one that's going to collect the receipts?
Probably so. Yeah. My daddy just passed 3 weeks ago, and she's stolen everything from my mama.
Wow. That's horrible.
Yep.
Hold on, ADD moment. I'm not sure. I think my eye makeup's too dark. So I get, so I do get a yes, and I do get receipts, and I do get you're not the one though to tackle it. So that's where your brother comes in. And then I also get the magician, which is basically it can be about secrets, and it can be about what's behind the scenes, right? It's also, though, you're very much a doer, and you're very much a pull a rabbit out of the hat person, and you have no problem being the person in the background that helps other people get shit done. Do you understand that about yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That's going to be your role in this whole little fuckadoodle, okay? So this little shenanigans of bullshit, that's going to be your role. Now, it doesn't mean that you're toxic. It doesn't mean that you lie to anyone. It just means that you're in the background doing little things that are going to help the situation in a positive manner. Because even though you had a bit of a tumultuous teenage years, would you understand that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I do. Yes, ma'am.
So even that here's where I'm going with that, because even though you were a bit of a fuckstick as a teenager, you're not that person inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so through the years and through the lessons and through the shenanigans of other people fucking you, you've realized who you are. And so you're not trying to screw her, you're trying to make sure the rest of you don't get screwed. So yes. You would have a hard time because a lot of people never updated their software version of who you are. You understand that?
Makes perfect sense.
Yep. And so within that, you'll have to be patient with other people.
Okay.
Because you used to be that person, that's who they still see. So you'll have to be a little bit patient. Your brother knows your heart, though, yes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. And then I do get the Six of Wands, which is very much a victory card. And so I do think that you guys come out on top. Unfortunately, I also think there's a balance, and that there's a lot of stuff that has happened that you won't be able to reverse. Right?
Yeah, she's unsold. And my dad trusted her. He's been putting money in a box that him and her had a key for because he trusted her. And he's been putting money in a box for 3 years from my mom. The day he passed, she closed the box and took her money.
Wow.
Yep. The day he passed.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I do get a yes. So I think that you and your brother get hot on this, and you get the guardianship taken away by whatever means necessary. Right?
Yeah.
So whether that means you, unfortunately, I do feel like your brother has the financial ability to make payments to a lawyer. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And I don't feel like you necessarily do. Is that accurate?
That's correct. Yeah.
So you and your brother are going to have to reach a point where it might take a lawyer, and unfortunately he might have to be the one that makes the payments. With the agreement that at the end of the day, right, that somehow he gets paid back. You have a son, yes?
Yes.
What's going on with your son? Well, let me put it this way. I feel very chaotic inside, and I feel very unclear inside, and I feel like you and he are butting heads right now. Would this be accurate?
It's kind of, yeah. He has Asperger's. He's
I know, fuck,
17.
I knew it. I almost said
Yeah.
that. God damn it.
Yep, he has Asperger's, and he has a hard time understanding. And with my daddy just passing,
Got it.
he's having a hard time, and he has a hard time watching me go through what I'm going through. So bless his heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and he's dating someone I don't really approve of, but
Okay. Okay. I want to say that you guys have dedicated visits. And when I say that, I'm talking about going someplace just for the two of you, where you sit down. I just keep seeing you sitting down on like this big rock. It's not really about the exercise or the hike. It's about the time that you guys are hanging out, and you just tell him, I only have so many years with you as my son, and I want to carve out a little bit of time. There's a daughter too.
yes,
And you don't want her, obviously you don't want her to feel left out. So I would
yeah.
do it individually with all my kids. I feel like there might even be a third. Is there a third?
One that's passed.
Aw.
Yep,
Aw.
yep.
And what was the name of the one that's passed?
Ariel.
As a baby?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I just know that she's with you guys, right? And I see some guilt over that from you, and I see some health issues from that over you. Would that be accurate?
Yeah.
I just want you to understand that you have to learn, you have to figure out a place to put that guilt, and it's not in your heart. You have to find a way to take that guilt out of your heart and let it kind of fly away. Okay? She is with you all the time, okay? And she has zero animosity, and she wants you to stop being so hard on yourself. She also says that she was one of the reasons that you're a better person today. Do you understand that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then, would you understand a relationship? You're in a relationship now, yes?
Yes.
Would you understand? Well, first of all, Ariel would have had your personality, or does on the other side. Let me put that a different way. She does have your personality on the other side. She's a little fucking firecracker. Yeah. And she says that if you keep taking shit in this relationship, it's going to backfire. Would you understand that?
Yeah, I do. Yep, I
Your
do.
baby girl, your baby girl's giving you the why and what for. She's an absolute firecracker on the other side, man. Fire fucking cracker. And she really, really wants you to work on that grief. Okay, you have a lot going on right now, so she's asking a lot, and it's hard. I mean, I listen. Life is bullshit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like adulting is bullshit. Life is a bait and switch. But she loves you, and there is zero animosity, and there is zero reason for you to feel guilty. And she does say the reasons that you have in your head, it was life. It was life.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there you go, ma'am.
Is she with my daddy?
Yes, that's how it works on the other side. I didn't see your daddy per se, but that's just how it works. You know what I mean? When they get to the other side, they meet up. It's like a reunion, more or less. There you go.
I still appreciate you.
Absolutely. Boy, that turned into a whole thing, didn't it?
Yep, it did. I'm really appreciate it. It's a lot
Absolutely.
ease on my mind.
You hang in there, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Alicia, that's true. Alicia said it's funny how you knew to bring Crystal up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is a blessing, honestly. And it's so wild how Spirit gives it to you, right? Because a third, what is this, right? It was a baby. So if you have two, and then you go like this, it means something different.